Hello everybody. Today we will focus again on another chapter of the Noble Quran. It is the chapter of the fig. Allah says, by the fig and olive and the Mount Sinai and the secure land, we created the human being in the best statue. And then we put him in the deep of the hell, except those who doing the righteousness and believing, and they have endless reward. Then who make you deny the truth of the day of resurrection? Is not Allah the wisest among the judges? In this chapter, God presents to us four topics, which is so important to guide us in the right way. The first topic is what is in the title, is the fig, and has in the chapter 3 verses, which is by the fig and olive and the Mount Sinai and by this secure land, which expresses that the universe creation is working for feeding us and for the reason to make and establish the security for us. As you know that the mountains is for the reason to be as anti-vibration. God put the mountain to be a mean for civilization of the earth. Without mountains, we live in vibration and in danger. And that was the meaning of the first paragraph of the chapter of the fig. But not only that the universe working for feeding us or making our security, but also is for our morality. And this is why the places that mentioned here in these three verses, which is the place of Palestine, olive and fig, that's the place where the Jesus, the Christianity, the religion of Christianity, and in Mountain Sinai is Moses, the religion of Judaism, and also the secure land is the Islam were born. Then why God mentioned these places to express the message of God is the reason to say to us that the universe is not only for feeding us or making security for us, but also for the reason for the message of make our morality and ethics. That all things in this universe express the morality. For example, when human beings discover the camera detector, which is used to be as a mean of detecting the thief, for example, that is not the and that is a mean of morality. And as you know that birds and wildlife, where there is a lot of example of morality that we have to withdraw it from the nature. Then this is why mentioning here the places of prophet. Let's go to the next paragraph, which has only one verse. We created the human being in the best manner or in the best statue, to express that human being is a prophet of himself, a self-prophet, because human being knows that the right and know the wrong, know the way of righteousness and know the way of wrongness. And that make human being responsible of his deeds. Because God puts inside of every one of us the power to know the right and to know the wrong. And we have a tendency toward worshiping God correctly by nature. And God put that on us. And we are responsible. We are so important. Everyone is so important because he is responsible of himself. And also God give him the power to know the right and to know the wrong. When you do something wrong, reflect to you with heavy thing that make you in sadness. But when we do something better, right, that something embody you with happiness. That is a nature. And we are responsible of ourselves. And then this is the second paragraph, which expresses that human being is proof of guidance to the right way, as the universe creation do. Let's go the number 3 of paragraph, which is the paragraph to express the message of prophet. And then this is the so important proof and argument on human being, because prophets comes with miracles, with truth, and no one can defeat the prophets, because prophets has the power and comes with truth, and the opposite still not have the power to face prophet message. And then this is the expression of word here in this number 3 of argument, which is the arguments of prophets, and to establish the punishment. And we make these men in the deep of hell to express that the prophet comes with truth, with something is overnature, and that can lead mankind to the right way. Because in this chain of history, people defeat each other in the name of right. But after sending prophets comes to make agreements between the people, and then this is so powerful argument on human being, which is the prophet. And if you follow the prophet's way, you can succeed in this life, and after this life, you will be in paradise. And if you reject it, you will be in hellfire. This is the number 3 of argument, which have two verses, and express that is the power argument, because it is directly to us. And the argument of universe creation and human creation is indirectly, but the argument of the prophets is directly to us. Then let's go to the paragraph 4, which expresses the day of resurrection. And in it, that is there any doubt about the day of resurrection? Because day of resurrection is, we know it's by nature, by ourselves, by the message of prophets, and then there is no doubt about this day. And this day is important to complete the notion of life. Without this day, life cannot complete it. When you do something better, that will be reflected to you with happiness in this life and after this life, in the day of resurrection. And it is so powerful to know that the day of resurrection is essential and is independent to be as a proof and evidence for human being to understand it and to practice the duties of God until you will find yourself in paradise and far away from the hell fire. Now you can understand this chapter, which is presenting to you 4 arguments which is the arguments of human creation and arguments of universe creation and the arguments of prophets and the arguments of day of resurrection. All are for one reason, is to believe in God and Allah and to worship God correctly and to know that this life is not only for your feeding or for making your security, and also for your establishing the righteousness and doing the righteousness and believing in God and worshiping God correctly until you live in happiness. And until now, it is so evidence for you that the fifth chapter is a guidance for you in many parts of life. And then be sure, if you make it as a guide of your life, you'll be succeed in this life with happiness and prosperity and peace. Now, let's go to be with you and respectful to all mankind, and I see you again in another chapters, and thank you.